everyone. So today I am doing a foundation review slash haul. I picked up some products from Glambot, which I have done a video on in the past. I'll link it down below if you're curious, but I like shopping on Glambot because I can get luxury items or limited edition makeup items for a discount. If you've never used Glambot before, I will leave a discount code here, Beauty Breakdown, and you will get 30% off your first order. It does expire 72 hours after I release this video, so just keep that in mind. And also, if you find something on the website, be sure to snatch it up. I had a couple of actual products in my shopping cart, and while I was shopping around on the website, they got snatched up. So yes, keep that in mind while you're shopping on the website. And if you're curious about selling your makeup items, which you can do, you can make a little bit of a profit on some makeup items you're not using anyways. So I actually picked up 3 items from Glambot. I, most importantly, picked up this guy here, which is the foundation that I'm going to be reviewing. It is from Chanel. Ooh. So this is my first Chanel, let me think, is it? Yes, my first Chanel makeup item. This guy has been popular for a while. I'm a little late on the train and I just had to hop on that train, choo choo. So this is the VITALUMIERE AQUA Ultra Light Skin Perfecting Sunscreen Makeup. It does have an SPF of 15 and the shade that I picked up is 30 Beige. So I'm hoping it matches. Obviously, since I didn't pick it up in store, I just had to look up pictures online. I'm hoping I did a decent job. It might be a little light. I'm about an NC 20 to a 25 in MAC foundations, so we're gonna see how it goes. I also picked up a MAC 116 brush, which is also the first MAC brush that I've ever purchased. I threw away my old one because I was like, this guy is old, and then I was like, I don't have a blush brush now, so now I got me one. And I also picked up this lipstick from YSL, which I picked up one of these exact lipsticks in a different shade in my last Glambot haul, so if you want to see that, check it out. But I'm going to be applying this as well, so I've already got my eye makeup on and I have sunscreen on my skin just because I like to have additional sun protection as well as my moisturizer from my morning skincare. A little stuttery there. Okay, so this is a close-up of my skin. I have been breaking out lately, so I do have some marks on my face right now. So this is supposed to have light coverage, but it's also supposed to be buildable, so you should be able to build it to your desired coverage. And yeah, so I just realized I don't have anything to apply it with. I guess I'm just gonna apply it with my fingers. As you can see, everything is like super clean. Glambot does a really nice job of obviously cleaning the makeup before they send it to you. It's kind of, to me, in my head, the same concept of a makeup artist cleaning their makeup and then using it on someone else, except it's not used on as many people. It just has one previous owner. So I put this much on my finger. Actually, looking at it, it's a lot thicker than I was expecting it to be. I think it actually might match my skin, which I'm super excited about. So let's just jump in. So it's super easy to blend in. It's very comfortable on my dry skin, so it doesn't feel too dry. It doesn't feel cakey at all. I love the coverage of this. It's adding just enough coverage without being too heavy on my skin. So far so good. Keep in mind it has a super heavy fragrance in it. So if you are opposed to any type of face products with fragrance, this one is from Chanel, and Chanel is kind of known for having fairly highly fragranced products, so just keep that in mind. I do have to say, I think the shade matches my skin pretty well, so I'm happy with my researching abilities, and I think it is going to work. So, all right, you guys, so we have one layer of the foundation onto my skin. I used maybe about like half a dime, like a pea-size amount of it, half a dime. And so that covered my entire face. I'm actually gonna go ahead and go back in and see if I can cover up the marks on my chin, in between my eyebrows, and underneath my eyes a little bit more, just to see if the coverage of this is actually as buildable as it claims to be, and we will go from there. So I have the VITALUMIERE Aqua all over my skin right now. I have to say, I really like the finish of it. I'm a little concerned. I'm hoping it doesn't get much more shiny than this, because this is pretty much as much of a glow as I can do or that I prefer on my skin. I usually kind of lean towards more matte type of foundations, which is really difficult for me to find because I do have dry skin. So overall, the finish looks really pretty now. I just hope it stays like this. It was super buildable. I feel like the marks on my skin and underneath my eyes are covered enough. Would I probably go back in with concealer? Probably, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but I really like how this looks. It was super easy to apply with my fingers. It just like went on like a dream. So next I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of blush, which I usually don't do, but at least this way you can see how long this wears, and we can try out the MAC 116 brush. So I grabbed a MAC brush. This one's blush. I can't talk today. This one is my favorite, clearly. This is in Pink Swoon. This is one I already had though. And I'm just going to go ahead and pick some color up. Okay, now we can kind of use that as a guide to see how long the foundation wears. Whew, I'm already sweating, so hopefully this foundation holds up throughout the day and that I'm not a grease ball at the end of it, because it is super hot. So like I mentioned earlier, I got one of these YSL Rouge Volupte lipsticks. I have another one that I got last time I ordered from Glambot, so this is my second shade because I really like the formula of these. The shade that I have is number 9 Caress Pink, and as you can see, it's like perfectly, I haven't used this yet, but it's like sliced off, so it's all sanitary in here and none of this has been touched or anything. So let's go for this. I really like this shade. I usually tend to go for more mauve pinks, and this is kind of the ideal mauve pink. So that is going to be the lipstick I'm going to be wearing for my day. So like I do in typical fashion, I'm not going to set this with a powder. I didn't use a primer. I didn't use concealer. I'm just going to see how this wears throughout the day, go about my day, check in with you guys. And so I will probably see you guys in a couple hours. Bye guys. So I'm checking in with my review of the Chanel VITALUMIERE Aqua foundation. I've had it on now for about 4 hours, and so I just wanted to share with you guys how it looks because I'm about to head out the door. So I have to say it did get a little dewier since I applied it. Honestly, I feel like with a little bit of powder, this would be a really pretty finish. However, on its own, it's a little bit too dewy for my liking. I know some people really like that look, so I don't really want to knock too many points off of it because realistically it does look dewy. It doesn't look oily in my opinion, but yeah, it's kind of a personal preference thing when it comes to that kind of stuff. So it's still lasting really nicely. The coverage is still there. I don't see any creasing on my skin whatsoever. It looks pretty intact. As far as how it's wearing on my dry skin, it feels really nice. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing hardly any makeup at all. It doesn't feel sticky to the touch whatsoever, and it's a very comfortable wear. I'm pretty happy with it so far. So like I always do, I will check in with you guys at the end of the night and show you guys what it looks like. But until then, here are some close-ups. Hey guys, so now it has been about 10 hours since I applied the Chanel VITALUMIERE Aqua foundation onto my skin. I have to say, it didn't really get much oilier throughout the day. I was out and about, kind of doing some errands, meetings, that sort of thing. And so, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look any oilier. It looks like it lasted pretty well because I can see my blush still on my cheeks. I will say that I feel like it faded off of the marks that I have, like on my chin and on my cheek here, which I was hoping that would stay covered. But nothing too crazy. I feel like this was a pretty pretty dang good foundation. I'm happy with how it lasted. I feel like with a little extra concealer and a teeny tiny bit of powder, I'd really like this. But just as a foundation on its own, I think it's a pretty good foundation. I think it's probably like a 3.5 out of 5 in my book. So I wouldn't say it's like holy grail material, but definitely something if you're interested in picking up, I would definitely check it out. The only reason I say it's not holy grail material is because it is quite an expensive foundation, and I feel like I find other foundations that are at a cheaper price point that I like just as much. But if you're looking for like a lightweight, pretty good coverage, long-lasting foundation, this is a definite one to check out. You guys enjoyed this video. Again, I will put links in the description box below for checking out Glambot, and yeah, so as always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys! Close up time.